And good evening. Welcome out here to King City as we get set here for high school football action tonight in the Grand River Conference West. It's a matchup between the 1-1 Albany Warriors and the 2-0 King City Wildcats. As we open up conference play tonight, it will be the first of the GRC West games to be played by both of these teams after King City went 2-0 against the 275 conference, getting wins against Stewartsville, Osborne, and DeKalb. Albany went 1-1 against the 275 with a win against DeKalb and then a loss to Nottoway Valley. Again, I'd like to thank all of you into tonight's pregame tonight here on Albany TV, brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank, community-minded, just like you. Let's go and thank all of our sponsors, help you bring you tonight's broadcast of Albany TV's GRC West opener between the Wildcats of King City and the Warriors of Albany. BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Center with locations in Bethany and Albany. Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany, the Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, and the Albany Hy-Vee. Smith Insurance and Smith Prudential in Albany, along with United Country Nelson Real Estate and Auction Company, Agent Tammy Wynn Siddons in Albany. Shelter Insurance Agent Sam Phillips in Albany. Johnson Controls, the Briar Patch and Sublime Formal Wear, both on the west side of the square in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop, East Fork Lodge and Legacy Event Center. Papa's Family Restaurant. Kathy Sneed with Acres of Hope LLC. JC Designs just off the square in Albany. B&B Barbecue in Albany. Lone Star Investments on the square in Albany. Shadowfax on 136 in Albany. Brown Plumbing in Albany. Deb's Dinky Diner. The City of Albany. King City Lumber in King City. Wildcat Links in King City. Williams Construction. The Albany Booster Club. The Albany and King City School Districts. And the Printery New Shopper located in Albany. Again, I'm Jared Rawls, joined again, as always, by our color analyst and cameraman for the evening, Brett Williams. Brett, coming into tonight, the Warriors are coming off a tough road victory where it seemed like it was the turnovers that really kind of seemed to snowball the game, and it really got out of hand late whenever the second half was played in continuous running clock, and the JV team kind of came in, and then the scoreboard really kind of blew up in Nottoway Valley's favor.
Yeah, the final score to that game ended up being 84-6. The worst loss Albany's taken in quite some time. Like you said, it started off bad for the Warriors, and then it just got worse and worse, and those 6 turnovers really didn't help things. King City coming off 2 blowout wins, one 64-6 and then the other 74-20, and now trying to get their first conference win. They've got a lot of athleticism on this team, most notably Ryder Sample, who, of course, is a household name in the GRC and all of Missouri 8-man football. But, of course, they have the really, really good young quarterback, sophomore Landon Carlson, who looks like he's already to a really advanced stage in his high school career, and he's only going to keep getting better. So another tough one tonight here for the Warriors. It's going to be a tall task. It seems like after last week, really the only – how they're going to have to stay competitive is just try to make the game ugly. Just try and muck it up. It's going to be they're going to have to really dictate the pace, play their style of football. It's going to be a lot of run-heavy offense with Elliott Mercer. But tonight, Shea Miller is going to be out, so that makes running the ball a little bit tougher. You're arguably your best lineman out for the game, so going to be tough for the Warriors.
Yeah, and you talked about King City with their speed on the outside. You talked about their young quarterback. But, I mean, they're a team that could beat you in multiple ways. They can beat you through the air. You've got Metzger in the backfield that can run through you if given the opportunity, kind of like Elliott Mercer would do for Albany. The biggest question is who can dictate the flow of the game? Whoever dictates the flow of the game is probably going to be the winner. If King City goes out there and just goes down and scores on every offensive play, but Albany keeps them out on the field for 12 to 13, 15 plays every drive, you start to get worn out a little bit. Maybe you miss a couple of those passes every once in a while or runs, and you start to get beat up. But right now, most people would say the favor is tipping towards King City, especially, as you said, with the injuries that the Warriors are facing to their defensive line. Both Dylan Anthony and Shea Miller both out tonight.
Yeah, of course, injuries always make things tough, but Shea Miller is basically one of 3 guys on this team that had any varsity experience coming into this season. Of course, they're along with Jay Anthony and Elliott Mercer, of course. But it'll be interesting to see how the game starts. If Albany gets behind quick, it's going to be tough for them to come back just because they can't really pass the ball a whole lot. Of course, they can mix it in here and there, but they're not going to be able to to mount a big, large comeback through the air. They're going to have to do it through the ground. Of course, that eats up a lot of clock. I think King City definitely has the advantage on the outside. This Warrior defense, Warrior secondary has been they've been tested here early in the season, and of course it goes back to that inexperience. They haven't had a lot of snaps, and teams, especially Nottoway Valley, have been taking advantage of that. We saw it last week with Nottoway Valley. They really took advantage of it, and I would argue that King City probably has, especially at the top, a better receiver than now in Ryder Sample than they faced all last week. And of course, you can't forget about Graham Metzger either. He can really turn a game upside down as well with his legs. So there's a lot of things that Albany has to worry about.
And then the other problem that both teams are going to have to face tonight, the heat. I said it's been 70 degrees, maybe touching 80 week one or during the Jamboree. 90 degrees here at the moment. Supposed to be in the upper 80s here for kickoff. It's going to be a hot one, and both teams are going to be tested by that here this week.
Yeah, this is the hottest game definitely by far that either one of these teams have played. We've had a couple of weeks here of pretty nice weather. Thought maybe we were going to get an early fall, but not to be. There's a little bit of summer left, and their players are definitely going to be feeling that there on the field, especially with all the equipment on. We've already had, through week one and week two, and even in the Jamboree, we had water timeouts. Definitely going to be a factor here in this one because it's definitely hot out there.
We'll be back with more of your BTC Bank pregame as we get set here for Grand River Conference West football action tonight here on Albany TV. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV. Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank school mascot debit card. Choose the card that fits your favorite school and earn that school extra cash with each swipe. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account, stop by your local BTC Bank branch to get your mascot debit card today. Visit btcbank.bank to learn more. BTC Bank, here for good. Member FDIC.
BTC Bank.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your tailgate headquarters for all of your fall sports. Whether you're going to tailgate at the games or just want to enjoy the same foods at home, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your tailgating goodies before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpful smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
If you're looking to join a stable and growing company, Johnson Controls in Albany is the place for you. They are currently hiring for multiple positions, including welding, electrical, and general assembly. Johnson Controls offers excellent benefits: medical, dental, vision, life insurance, 401k, health savings account, and paid holidays. Apply now at www.johnsoncontrols.com to join their winning team.
Have you looked at Petty John Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Petty John Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why we work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Ready to check us out? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Shelter Agent St. Phillips in Albany for a free personal protection review.
In life, as in sports, there's nothing like a good coach to help you achieve your goals. Someone you can turn to for guidance, someone with a game plan to help you build up the financial strength you need for retirement, family security, and life. With a Prudential financial professional, that's what you get. Someone who can help you build a financial strategy. To get started, contact me, Nick Smith, the financial advisor with Prudential at 660-726-3396.
And welcome back out again here to King City as again we get set here for high school football tonight here, week number 3 here in Missouri State High School football. Again, the GR West tonight will start conference play. It'll be, again, Albany here on the road at King City. North Andrew will be on the road at Pattonsburg. St. Joseph Christian will be on the road just north of here at Stanberry. And Worth County is on the road tonight at Princeton. So good games going on in the GRC tonight as well. That North Andrew-Pattonsburg game should be a fun one tonight over in Pattonsburg. Pattonsburg looking like they're back to their old ways that they've had a couple years ago, where they seem like they can put up points at will, but also looks like they're playing some defense this year as well.
Yeah, of course, everybody remembers those Pattonsburg teams that really exclusively pass the ball, but they give up a lot of points too. It made their games really exciting. They've had a couple of down years here the past year or two, but yeah, they're playing good ball here to start the season.
And then talk about North Andrew, Levi McAfee. I know he's had the Braxton Linville type of start to the year where he's going to be the main ball carrier for that team, and he's going to have a huge workload. That's going to be a lot on the shoulders of the sophomore there for North Andrew. We'll see how he does in this tough game where they may be on offense quite a bit with Pattonsburg's ability to score at will.
Yeah, North Andrew, they're definitely one of the Missouri 8-man football blue blood programs. They are just a historically dominant team, and it's good for the sport when they're at their best. And yeah, that's going to be a good one between those two teams. It will really give us an indicator of kind of the pecking order in the GRC West this season.
Some of the other big games going on tonight in Missouri 8-man. We'll just give you all the games. Big one tonight going on over in Tarkio as it's a big rivalry game. It's the number 1 team in the state, Rockport, according to the media poll, going up against East Atchison. Lockwood is on the road at Jasper. Rich Hill on the road at Archie. Again, we talked about Worth County being on the road tonight at Princeton. Northwest Hughesville is on the road at Concordia. Stewartsville Osborne has the tough task of going up to Burlington Junction to take on Nottoway Valley. North Shelby will take on a good St. Paul Lutheran team. Appleton City takes on Drexel. Norburn Hardin Central will take on Santa Fe. Bishop LeBlond will take on Wellington Napoleon. Northland Christian tonight will move across the border to take on Cornerstone over in Kansas. New Heights will take on Greenfield. Schuyler County will take on Knox County. Osceola will take on Liberal. South Holt will face Mound City. Keatsville will take on Oric. Bramer will be at Paris tonight. North Andrew again at Pattonsburg. DeKalb at Platte Valley. Sweet Springs at Slater. And then getting the bye this week is the new team in 8-man football in Lincoln. So, again, those are the games going on in 8-man football tonight. We'll try and give you scores as best as we can throughout the game, especially for those GRC West games that are going on throughout the area tonight. But, again, it's a big matchup tonight. We've kind of already talked about it. It's going to be how can the Warriors' defense try and slow down the speed here of King City in this game, and how can the Warriors, being depleted already as they are with some injuries, how can they come out and try and punch King City in the mouth and try and make them take a step back?
Yeah, the big thing, I think it's safe to say the Warriors on paper are outmatched in this one. The big thing when you're facing an opponent that just is probably better than you really don't have a lot of room for error. So the 6 turnovers they had last week, not going to be able to happen here in this one. You really got to value the possession that you have. You cannot turn the football over. And then you got to force King City into some mistakes. And that's where I was going earlier, talking about kind of making the game ugly, get King City a little bit uncomfortable. You're going to have to be the more physical team. You're going to have to force them into mistakes, make the game ugly, force them into some turnovers, and then let the results be what they may. You just got to control what you can control. That's holding on to the football. That's doing your job, and just see what happens.
And then we talked about the heat already. One of the big things coming into tonight's game, it's not necessarily staying hydrated throughout the game. It's how well you stayed hydrated throughout the week that could make a difference in this game. I would guess we're going to see a lot of cramping going on here towards the end of the first quarter, beginning of the second quarter. How are these coaches going to be able to get their players in and out without them having to go out due to some injuries for cramping, things like that?
Yeah, I don't know I can't speak for these kids, but I know when I was in high school, my diet, I had a steady diet of Dr. Pepper and Skittles. So
mine was Mountain Dew.
So hopefully they're better off because, it's hot out there. You cannot do all your hydrating on the day of a game, that's for sure.
So as we get set here for the opening kickoff tonight, remember that tonight's pregame is brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank, community-minded, just like you. Let's go ahead and thank all of our sponsors again for helping you bring you tonight's broadcast. Then we'll send it over to our coaches interview with the head coach of the Warriors and Doug Fountain, all a part of our BTC Bank pregame here in just a moment. But again, like to thank all of our sponsors, BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Center with locations in Bethany and Albany, Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany, the Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, and the Albany Hy-Vee. Smith Insurance and Smith Prudential in Albany, United Country Nelson Real Estate and Auction Company, Agent Tammy Wynn Siddons in Albany, Shelter Insurance Agent Sam Phillips in Albany, Johnson Controls, the Briar Patch, and Sublime Formal Wear, both on the west side of the square in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop, East Fork Lodge and Legacy Event Center, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany, Kathy Sneed with Acres of Hope LLC, JC Designs just off the square in Albany, B&B Barbecue in Albany, Lone Star Investments on the square in Albany, Shadowfax on 136 in Albany, Brown Plumbing in Albany, Deb's Dinky Diner in Albany, the City of Albany, King City Lumber, Wildcat Links in King City, Williams Construction, the Albany Booster Club, the Albany and King City School Districts, and the Printer and New Shopper located in Albany. Again, we'll be back in just a moment as we'll hear from the head coach of the Warriors and Doug Fountain as we continue with our BTC Bank pregame tonight here on Albany TV. If you are in the market of buying or selling your home, farm, or hunting property, contact Tammy Wynn Siddons of United Country Nelson Real Estate. Tammy and the entire team of agents at United Country Nelson Real Estate in Gentry, Harrison, Mercer, Worth, and Davies counties can help you find the right property for your needs. Call Tammy Wynn Siddons today to buy or sell your property at 660-726-8104. Check out all of United Country Nelson Real Estate's current listings at nelsonsoldit.com. Kathy Sneed at Acres of Hope LLC in Albany, Missouri provides compassionate counseling and therapy to help you navigate life's challenges. Kathy specializes in trauma and PTSD, child and behavioral issues. Call Kathy at Acres of Hope at 660-285-4844. That's 660-285-4844. Acres of Hope LLC, because every journey deserves hope. Hungry for real mouth-watering barbecue? Head on over to B&B Barbecue in Albany. From tender pulled pork and juicy brisket to ribs that fall right off the bone, every plate is packed with flavor you'll come back for again and again. And don't forget to try their amazing loaded fries, piled high with your favorite meat. They're a meal within themselves. Whether you're grabbing lunch with friends, taking dinner home for the family, or catering your next big event, B&B Barbecue has you covered. So skip the ordinary, taste the tradition at B&B Barbecue in Albany. Brighten any day with the Briar Patch in Albany, Missouri. From fresh flower bouquets and custom arrangements to charming home decor and unique gifts, the Briar Patch is something special for every occasion. Whether it's birthdays, weddings, anniversaries, or just because, the Briar Patch's friendly team makes it easy to find the perfect way to show you care. Stop by the Briar Patch in Albany, your hometown flower and gift shop where small town charm blooms every day. East Fork Lodge in Albany, Missouri is pleased to announce the opening of its new rec center. It has 2 spacious suites, each equipped with 2 queen beds, a pull-out sofa, kitchenette, microwave fridge, and dining area. Guests have access to half-court basketball, pickleball, workout facilities, and a game room offering billiards, ping pong, air hockey, foosball, and shuffleboard. For details on the rec center, lodging, or the Legacy Event Center wedding venue, contact bookings at eastforklodge.com or visit our website at www.eastforklodge.com.
Looking for something fun and trendy? How about something to wear to cheer on your Warriors or the Chiefs? JC Designs in Albany has it all. JC Designs in Albany has something for you to wear to work, to the ball game, and even for a night on the town. JC Designs is located 1 block west of the square in downtown Albany, or you can check out their website at j-c-designsmo.myshopify.com.
And welcome back into the BTC Bank pregame. We're here with the head coach of the Warriors and Doug Fountain. Coach, you're coming off a rough 84-6 loss last week on the road versus Nottoway Valley. Turnovers seemed like they were the big killer in that game. You really kind of started some momentum, and then turnover started on about the third drive, 6 total turnovers on the night. How is trying to overcome those turnovers, especially towards the end of a drive, really demoralizing to a team?
Well, I think you saw that sometimes you don't overcome them. It's a big deal, and that's not at all the way we expected to play or want to play, or just a rough night all around. I thought our game plan was executed well early in the game, and then we let one mistake turn into multiple mistakes. And you do that against a good team and the ball gets rolling on you. We didn't handle the stress like we should have, and just kept hurting ourselves. And so, that's the end result. And so, kind of got away from us there at the end of the second quarter and got quite a bit of separation between us. And then in the second half, it didn't get any better. And so, something we can learn from for sure. And you're going to have to learn from it so it doesn't happen again. But still got a lot of confidence in this group, and I anticipate that we'll continue to get better.
And then you kind of talked about learning from that loss. What sort of things can you take away from a loss like that, and what can you learn from that?
Well, certainly you can learn the magnitude of your own mistakes, and then if you don't, recover quickly and move on from that mistake, it's going to be another mistake, and those compound over time, and they certainly did that to us last Friday.
This week you start both conference and also coincidentally district play this year, as most of the conference teams are in the same district. Talk about how important it is to get out early and get wins in the conference season and districts.
Well, we just got to work on improving the quality of our play. We've got to gain consistency. We're starting to understand what our identity is, but we've got to play to that identity. And when we fail to do that, we make things a lot tougher on us. So wins and losses take care of themselves. It's certainly the goal. It's what we're working for. But if all we're worried about is what the scoreboard says, we quit paying attention to how we play, and the end result is not what we want. So we'll just pay attention to the way we play and do so with great effort and focus, and that scoreboard can take care of itself.
And then this week you do take on a tough team in King City. They've got a good young quarterback, fast skill position players. Talk about how tough defensively it is trying to stop a team that can do multiple things well.
Yeah, they're electric. They've got a lot of kids on the field with a lot of varsity experience, and a lot of those senior kids have been playing since the time they were sophomores, as best I can recall. Got a special talent at the quarterback position, and this is kind of a year I think they've been building towards. So they're very capable on both sides of the ball, really in all three phases of the game. And so again, we go back to what is it we do best, and we've got to make them play our style of football.
And then this week we bring back some heat, which we haven't really faced the first 2 weeks of the season. Heat's about 90-degree temperatures, I believe, for the high on Friday. Kickoff looking like upper 80s. Compared that to the nice 70-degree weather we had last week and the week before. Kind of talk about how it is trying to get your players adjusted during the week and then on Friday to prepare for the hot.
Really, the only thing you can do is prepare your body. That's something you can't control. We've got enough things that we can control that we need to make sure we're giving proper attention to. But we can't control what the weather does, and so both teams will be in it. We'll prepare our bodies the right way and have an opportunity to play.
All right, thanks again, Coach. We'll be back with more of your BTC Bank pregame as we set for your Hogue Lumber Company starting lineups here in just a moment on Albany TV. And welcome back out again here to King City as we get set here for the King City Union Star Marching Band as they get ready to play the fight song along with the national anthem coming up here, and we will let them take it away.
Please rise and remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem.
We will be back with more of your BTC Bank pregame when we come back here in a moment on Albany TV.
King City Lumber can help you with all of your building needs. Whether you need help with your garage, tool shed, something commercial, or farm and agricultural, the experts at King City Lumber can help you find tools and materials, help you get your job done quickly and cost efficiently. King City Lumber, where customer satisfaction is their primary goal. Visit King City Lumber today, where they look forward to serving you. Looking to grow your future close to home? At Lone Star Investments in Albany, Missouri, Tanya is there to help you build lasting financial security. Whether you're planning for retirement, saving for college, or just getting started, Tanya offers personalized guidance every step of the way. Stop by Lone Star Investments today, where your goals are their priority. Because investing isn't just about money, it's about peace of mind. Lone Star Investments, Albany, Missouri. Secure your tomorrow starting today. Whether you're hungry for a burger, steak, fish, Mexican, or fresh salad bar, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany has it all. Papa's also has daily lunch specials with the lunch buffet on Wednesdays. Make sure you leave room for dessert though, because you shouldn't leave without trying some of Christie's homemade pies, cookies, or other goodies. For a delicious meal at a great price and an even better atmosphere, you have to head to Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany. No job is too big or too small for the professionals at Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany. With over 100 years of combined experience with auto body, they offer the reliability and prompt service by using the latest in technology to get your vehicle back on the road. Raymond Smith Body Shop is also a complete wrecker service as well as glass repair and body work. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. They're prepared to get you in and out and back on the road. See them today on Highway 136 East in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop. They're there to serve you.
And welcome back out again here to King City as we get set here for tonight's starting lineups, all a part of your BTC Bank pregame. Tonight's starting lineups are going to be brought to you by Hogue Lumber Company. Before you start your next project, stop in and talk to the experts at Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri. And as we get set for that Hogue Lumber Company starting lineups, we'll wait for the public address announcer to go over the starting lineups. But remember, tonight's pregame is brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank, community-minded, just like you. So as we get set tonight, again, King City will wear their home purple uniforms, white lettering, outlined in gold. Albany will wear their road white uniforms with green pants and green lettering
At this
tonight.
time, I'll direct your attention to the center of the football field. Ryan Bubba James Harvey was born April 18th, 2006, to Marlene Flowers. His life was cut way too short on February 19th, 2025. Ryan was a 2024 graduate of King City High School, where he was involved in FFA, football, and the welding program at Hilliard's. When thinking about the core values of the Wildcat football program, 3 words come to mind: love, honor, and duty. Ryan exhibited all of these traits. He loved the game and loved his teammates like they were his only brothers. He honored the game by the way he played and carried himself as a teammate, always demanding the best out of others. He took pride in doing whatever it took for the team to be successful and did his duty to the best of his ability. Ryan was a Wildcat through and through, from the moment he put on his first set of pads in the 2nd grade to the moment he hung up his cleats for good. Because of the man he was and the life he lived, the Wildcat football program would like to present his mother, Marlene, with the jersey Ryan wore throughout his 3-year career. Marlene, please take this jersey as a token of our appreciation for the impact Ryan had on all of our lives. Wildcat Nation.
Sublime Formal Wear is your homecoming, prom, and special occasion dress destination. Drop in Saturday 10 to 1 to browse their selection of short dresses or schedule a formal gown appointment for an unforgettable session tailored just for you. Sublime Formal Wear has hundreds of dresses in stock. Check out their Facebook page weekly for additional open hours. They are located at 115 South Polk on the west side of the square in Albany. Drop in, find them on Facebook, visit SublimeFlamingoBoutique.com, or call 660-851-1122 to start your journey to your perfect dress. Looking for fun the whole family will love? Come check out Wildcat Links in King City. With their golf simulator bay and friendly sports bar atmosphere, it's the perfect place to relax, play, and enjoy time together. And golfers, get ready. Wildcat Links' exciting two-man scramble league tees off this November. Don't miss your chance to compete, have fun, and win bragging rights. For details and to sign up, just message Wildcat Links on Facebook today. That's Wildcat Links in King City, where fun is always on par.
The Warriors and your King City Union Star Wildcats. Starting lineup for the Warriors. Number 7, Jace Palmer. Number 44, Jay Anthony. Number 22, Will Fish. Number 10, Elliot Mercer. Number 2, Jared Owens. Number 52, Cutter Peterson. Number 75, Porter Reynolds. Number 18, Carter Danner. Head coach for the Warriors, Doug Fountain. Assistant coaches, Glenn Hamilton, Jake Nichols, Seth Klein.
And now the starting lineup for the King City Wildcats.
And now the starting lineups for the Wildcats. Number 1, Jax Jundy. Number 2, Ryder Sample. Number 3, Tucker Bolus. Number 4, Lucas Boone. Number 5, Graham Metzger. Number 7, Josiah Shorehorn. Number 10, Caden Wainscott. And number 70, Dawson Spiking. Head coach for the Wildcats, Todd Shiflett. Assistant coaches, Robert Slayton, Chris McMillan, Sawyer McCowan, and Kevin Barnett.
Again, those are your Hogue Lumber Company starting lineups. Tonight's starting lineups, again, brought to you by Hogue Lumber Company. Before you start your next event or celebration, stop in and talk to the experts at Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri. Again, those were the defensive starters for King City. Let's take a look at their starting offense. It'll be Ryder Sample at wide receiver, Tucker Mollis at tight end, Graham Metzger at running back. On the offensive line will be Josiah Shellhorn, along with Paxton Mopin at tight end. And on the line will be Cooper Mooney. Wide receiver will be Caden Wainscott, and the quarterback will be Landon Carlson. Starting defense tonight here for the Warriors, as they already gave you the offense, it will be Jared Owens and Clayton Griffin in the defensive backfield, along with Jace Palmer and Carter Danner and Jay Anthony at linebacker. On the defensive line will be Porter Reynolds, Cutter Peterson, and Elliot Mercer. So again, those are tonight's Hogue Lumber Company's starting lineups. We'll be back in just a moment as we prepare for tonight's Smith Prudential Financial kickoff when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
The Albany Booster Club is a group of people who come together to make a better experience for the Albany R3 students. They try to help students in any way possible, whether it be on the court, on the mat, on the field, on the track, on the stage, or in the classroom. The Albany Booster Club, helping every Albany R3 student succeed in their field. The Albany Booster Club, joining together for the better of the Albany students. Drips, leaks, or major plumbing problems? Don't stress. Call the longest family-owned business in Albany, Brown Plumbing.
From quick fixes to full installations, Brown Plumbing has the experience and reliability you can count on. So when water's not where it should be, remember the name and number. Brown Plumbing, 660-726-5716. Brown Plumbing, quality you can trust right here at home. Looking for a place where the coffee's always hot and the welcome's always warm? Come on down to Deb's Dinky Diner in Albany. From hearty breakfast to home-style lunches, Deb's Dinky Diner serves up the comfort food you love. Whether you're fueling up for the day or winding down with friends, you'll always find a friendly face and a plate full of goodness. Stop by Deb's Dinky Diner in Albany, Missouri, where small-town charm meets big flavor. Whether you are meeting up with friends to shoot a game of pool, throw some darts, or maybe play some cards, Shadowfax in Albany has something for you. Shadowfax is your football game day headquarters with the game live on the big screen. Shadowfax is open 3 p.m. to 1:30 a.m. Monday through Saturday, and now open on Sundays during football season. So bring your friends on out to Shadowfax, just off of US 136 in Albany.
In our friendly small town of Albany, Missouri, we have community-minded businesses, great places to eat and shop, a historic Carnegie Public Library, community center, pool, 9-hole golf course, multiple places to worship, and a strong school system. Albany is the seat of Gentry County, located off Highway 136 in the heart of northwest Missouri. Albany is a fun place to visit, but an even better place to live, where we have small-town roots with a big-town feel.
Want to relive some of Albany TV's greatest moments?
The full court shot.
And he makes it! Oh my goodness, he makes it!
His shot at the buzzer.
Banks it!
Catch it online. Albany TV's YouTube page has almost every ball game from 2018 till today right at your fingertips. Watch classic broadcasts, cheer on your favorite teams, and share the memories with family and friends. Subscribe now to Albany TV-Mo on YouTube and relive the game. And welcome back out again here to King City as we get prepared to kick off tonight's game here in the Grand River Conference West. Remember, tonight's kickoff is brought to you by Smith Prudential Financial. Kick off your future retirement by contacting Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396. On to kick off for the Warriors will be the sophomore foreign exchange student Ricardo Kampf, returning the kick here for the Warrior or for King City will be Ryder Sample. He will be back inside his own 3-yard line. Kampf will kick it deep, and it will go into the end zone for a touchback, and King City will start back on their own 15-yard line.
Well, another kick, another touchback by Kampf. King City, our offense comes out for the first drive of the game. See here what they do early. They try and get Metzger on the ground early, get into a flow on offense, or maybe they try and go deep.
Doing the snapping here for King City is going to be the sophomore Paxton Mopin. In the shotgun will be the quarterback, Landon Carlson, looking deep, finds his man wide open, Colton Potter, and that will be the first touchdown of the game here for King City. 65 yards, touchdown pass. This time it goes from Landon Carlson to Colton Potter.
Yeah, good play design there by King City. Completely had the Warriors lost, busted coverage there. I thought maybe they might go to Sample. Sample just kind of turns to the quarterback like setting up a screen. Potter leaks out over the middle and doesn't get much easier than that on offense for King City.
11 seconds in, King City leads. Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you live from United Country Nelson real estate agent Tammy Wynn Siddons. Carlson will take the snap on the 2-point, hands it off. Metzger trying to plow his way into the end zone, does not make it. 2-point conversion will fail, but King City puts up a quick touchdown. They lead 6-0, 11 seconds into the ball game. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV. Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank school mascot debit card. Choose the card that fits your favorite school and earn that school extra cash with each swipe. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account, stop by your local BTC Bank branch to get your mascot debit card today. Visit btcbank.bank to learn more. BTC Bank, here for good. Member FDIC.
BTC Bank.
Kenston Aborn will kick off here for King City. Back to receive for the Warriors is going to be Clayton Griffin. Remember, kick off your future retirement by contacting Smith Prudential Financial Services, 660-726-3396. This kick is going to bounce at about the 20-yard line and recovering at about his own 16, 17-yard line as he fell on it was Clayton Griffin. And that is where the Warriors will start their first drive of the night, down 6-0.
Well, here come the Warriors now for their first offensive drive. Expect to see a lot of Elliott Mercer again, but again, the top lineman for the Warriors, Shea Miller, will be out for this game, so the rest of this Warrior offensive line going to have to step up and make some plays here if they want to be able to move the ball on offense.
Jay Anthony will do the snapping. It'll be Cutter Peterson to his left. To his right will be the junior Porter Runnels. In the shotgun here is going to be Jace Palmer. Carter Danner to his left. Elliott Mercer behind him. The snap. Hand off to Mercer. He's going to be met immediately by Metzger and pushed back. He picks up maybe about a yard on the play. Brings up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, we saw last week Mercer had a decent game yardage-wise, but the yards per carry weren't quite to the level of what he normally does. He's a very explosive runner. Of course, he's a bruiser too. He brings the pain, but he really excels in the explosive run game. Didn't have a lot of those last week.
So a 2nd and 9 upcoming for the Warriors. This time Carter Danner in the backfield next to his quarterback Palmer. Palmer going to keep this one himself, runs it up the middle. And after a short yard pickup, he's going to be stuffed as he's just shy of the 20-yard line. As they're on the stop that time for King City was Lucas Boone.
Yeah, another nice play there by the King City defensive line to stop that run before it could go anywhere. And now they forced the Warriors into a 3rd down and 8.
It's a 6-0 lead here in favor of the Wildcats. 10:40 left to play here in this opening quarter, as King City scored on their first offensive play of the ball game. Again, Mercer behind his quarterback and Palmer. Wide out to the left is going to be Jared Owens. Almost got King City to jump offside, but jumping back onside quickly was Tucker Mollis. Palmer hands this one off to Mercer, finds a little bit of a hole, but gets tripped up shy on the first down yard marker. He's down at the 25. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up now a 4th and 2.
And the Warriors are deep in their own territory, but I wouldn't be surprised if they go for this here. It's 4th down and 2. They're not in a position where they can waste possession. So they might punt, but I would not be surprised at all if they run a play here, try and move the chains.
4th and 2 from their own 25-yard line here for the Warriors. They trail 6-0. Just underneath 10 minutes left to play here in the opening quarter. Right now they set up like they're going to go for it with Palmer in the shotgun. Quick snap, handoff to Mercer. Trying to bounce it to the outside. Has enough for a 1st down. Just barely about a yard past the 1st down yard marker. There on the stop for King City was Ryder Sample.
Yeah, if it had been any more than 3 or 4 yards, they probably would have punted that. But 4th and 2, you've got one of the best running backs in the state, and Elliott Mercer. Hand the ball off to him and just trust him to get you 2 yards, and he got just enough to move the chains there.
That's a Smith Prudential Financial Services 1st down. Keep the drive moving here. So 1st and 10 now here for the Warriors. Handoff goes to Danner. He loses the football, but I think they're going to say he was down before he lost it. No, they're going to say recovered here by King City, and it's recovered this time by Caden Wainscott.
Warriors starting off this game, an all too familiar sight, a turnover. They had 6 of them last week, and they turned the ball over again here on the first drive. Not a good sign here.
So a 1st and 10 now here for King City inside the Albany 30-yard line, down at the Albany 29. Carlson will take the snap, empty in the backfield. Steps up in the pocket, escapes a couple of tackles, finally thrown down by Cutter Peterson, but not before he gets down to the 21-yard line.
Good pressure there by the Warriors eventually there to get to make the quarterback Carlson leave the pocket there because on a late breaking post route there, Ryder Sample was open over the middle of the field. He just couldn't see him because the pressure was in his face. Had to scramble for a modest gain there on first down.
Brings up a 2nd and 3. This time Carlson flips it back. Here to Sample on the end around. And nobody home for the Warriors. And King City takes a 12-0 lead. Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you let your home United Country Nelson real estate agent Tammy win Siddons.
Another quick score by King City. They've taken control early here in this one. 2-point conversion incoming to make it a 14-point lead for them.
Just over 3 minutes and 9 seconds into the ball game. And King City up 2 scores, going for the 2-point conversion. Carlson on the option, flips it out to Metzger, gets into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. It's a 14-0 lead in favor of King City with 8:51 left to play here in the first quarter. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your tailgate headquarters for all of your fall sports. Whether you're going to tailgate at the games or just want to enjoy the same foods at home, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your tailgating goodies before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpless smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
And welcome back out again here to King City as Aborn again will kick off here for King City. Remember, kick off your future retirement by contacting Smith Prudential Financial Services, 660-726-3396. Aborn's kick will bounce at about the 15-yard line. Griffin will pick it up at his own 10. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 20-yard line, down at the 18.
Now out come the Warriors here for their second drive here on offense. They're going to have to, first and foremost, hold on to the football. It was a problem for them last week. They turned it over there on the first drive as well. So they're going to have to hold on to the football, but also they got to get points here on this drive. We talked about in the pregame. They can't fall behind big early because they're just not going to be able to score fast enough to make a big comeback. So they got to keep this at a 2 to 3 possession game.
To the left of the quarterback, Palmer will be Danner. Behind him is Mercer. Mercer gets the handoff, finds a little bit of a crease. Still on his feet as he has enough for a first down across the 30-yard line. There on the stop, Metzger and Sample as Mercer takes it out to the 32-yard line. Enough for a Smith Prudential Financial first down. Keep your money moving towards retirement with Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396.
So far, every play from the Warriors has been on the ground. They've ran it every play. Don't know when they'll break it out, but I expect at some point in this game they'll break out play action, try and keep King City on their toes.
So far it's worked out pretty well on those nice passes to the tight end, Will Fish. Danner to the right of his quarterback, Palmer. Faking the handoff, keeping it himself on the read option is Palmer. He's going to make it across the 35 down to the 36-yard line. There on the stop is Graham Metzger.
Nice quarterback keeper there by the Warriors. Gets him a gain of about 4 there. He'll take a gain of 4 on first down.
So a 2nd and 6 upcoming here for the Warriors. Just shy of midfield. Trailing 14-0. 7:35 still left to play here in the opening quarter. Wide out to the right for the Warriors is going to be Jared Owens. Mercer behind his quarterback, Palmer. Takes the handoff, trying to bounce it to the outside, and runs through the tackler, Sample, and is going to be just shy of the first down yard marker into King City territory, though, down to the 39.
So now 3rd and 1 here, but for the Warriors, do you do what everyone expects you to do? Do you hand it off to Elliot Mercer? Do you try and throw a wrinkle in here, throw King City off guard? Again, you trust Mercer to get at least a yard on every carry, so we'll see here what they do on 3rd down.
So a 3rd and short just onto King City's side of the football field. Palmer takes the snap, keeps it himself on the read option. He's got enough for a first down as he's down inside the 35-yard line, down to the 33.
Warriors go with a play fake there to Mercer. Probably a good idea because it looked like Mercer got swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage there. But Palmer had it for himself and gets the first down. That's going to be one of the biggest things the Warriors can do to try and keep defenses off balance. Everyone expects you to go to Mercer most of the time. Play action game can really be effective for them.
Remember that first down of Smith Prudential Financial, first down. Keep your money moving toward retirement with Smith Prudential Financial Services, 660-726-3396. Danner to the right of his quarterback. Palmer on first down, gets the handoff. And he is going to be hit just behind the line of scrimmage there. There on the stop that time for King City was the senior Tucker Mollis.
You can see right there, Danner had 2 hands on that ball every single time, or that for that entire run. And with 6 minutes left in the first quarter, we're going to have an official's timeout for water.
We're going to take an official Petty John Auto Center timeout. During this Petty John Auto Center timeout, check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. Ready to build, remodel, or repair? Trust Home Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri for all of your building needs. From quality lumber and hardware to tools and supplies, Home Lumber has everything you need to get the job done right. Serving Albany and the surrounding communities for generations, Home Lumber is proud to be your hometown partner for projects big and small. So whether it's a weekend fix-up or your dream build, stop by Home Lumber Company in Albany. Quality materials, friendly service built on trust.
Petty John Auto Center in Bethany and Albany is a proud sponsor of Albany TV. Petty John's is your local Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC dealer. For new and used vehicles, certified service, and collision center, visit pettyjohnauto.com.
And welcome back out again here to Albany, or here to King City. Albany with the football. A 2nd and 10 from the King City 33. 5:57 left to play here in this first quarter. It's a 14-0 King City lead, though. Warriors fumbled on their first possession. Now driving down the field here on their second. Sample was blitzing from the outside right away, and Elliott Mercer gets hit in the backfield down at about the 37-yard line. A loss of about 4 yards on the play.
Sample brings up 3rd and 14 for the Warriors.
3rd and 14 coming up here for the Warriors. It's going to be interesting to see what they do here. It's most likely a passing down, but we know that they haven't had a lot of success passing the ball here this season. So we'll see what they do here. It's 4-down territory, so you don't have to get it all back, but you're going to have to get a solid chunk here, make this 4th and manageable.
Palmer going to keep this one himself, and he pushes it back out to the original line of scrimmage as he picks up 4 before he's stopped there by Josiah Shellhorn. And it brings up a 4th and 10. From the King City 33-yard line.
Back to the original line of scrimmage, brings up 4th and 10 for the Warriors.
Again, Warriors going to have to reach deep in the playbook here. You got to get at least 10 yards. Got to dial up a play where you feel confident you can get that.
So King City has already scored on a 65-yard pass on the first play of the game, and then a 22-yard end around on their second possession. Faking the handoff to Danner. Palmer rolling out, throwing. And is it intercepted or not? If it is, Ryder Sample just lost yards for King City. They're going to say incomplete, and King City will take over on their own 33-yard line.
Yeah, it's something you really don't always think about in the heat of the moment. You're just trying to make a play, but they're on 4th down. You never want to intercept the ball. Just let it hit the ground. Well, in that situation, just let it hit the ground. But if it's up in the air, bat it down. But fortunate there.
Unless you have an opportunity to have a run back.
Yeah,
like that,
of course. But there for King City is incomplete pass. They take over on downs.
Carlson will take the snap with Metzger to his right. Faking the handoff to Metzger, keeping it on the read option is Carlson. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds as he crosses midfield. We'll see if he has enough for a first down or not. They're going to put him down right at the midfield for a gain of 7 on the play. Brings up a 2nd and 3 here for King City. Second and 3 upcoming for the Wildcats here from midfield. They lead 14-0. 4:20 left to play here in the opening quarter. King City scored on their first 2 opening possessions of the ball game. Carlson on the option will pitch this one out to Metzger. He's got a lane and almost gets tripped up and then is finally going to be taken down inside the 10-yard line. As they're on the stop for the Warriors is Porter Runnels and Jay Anthony. But not before a big first down, that time by Graham Metzger.
Yeah, there King City goes to the option play there. Second time I believe they've gone to it, and both times it's been very, very effective.
That's going to be another Smith Prudential Financial first down. Keep your money moving toward retirement with Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396. And the pass for Sample will fall incomplete. Brings up now a 2nd and goal.
Yeah, I'm probably best for Sample. He didn't catch that one because it looked like there were 2 or 3 Warriors there ready to wrap him up for a loss on the play if he did haul that one in.
So a 2nd and goal coming up from the 8-yard line. 14-0, King City with the lead here early in the ball game. Carlson keeps it himself, takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Yeah, a little bit of motion there by King City. All for Carlson just to keep that one for himself. And once again, King City scores. It's now a 3-possession ball game.
You can score a touchdown, too, when you list your home United Country Nelson real estate agent Tammy Wynn Siddons. 20-0, King City with the lead, just underneath 4 minutes left to play here in the opening quarter of play. King City will go for 2 points. Carlson takes the snap on the option, flips it to Metzger. He's going to be hit, still on his feet, taken down, and they're going to say he got into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and it's a 22-0 lead here in favor of King City. With just underneath 4 minutes left to play here in the opening quarter. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
If you're looking to join a stable and growing company, Johnson Controls in Albany is the place for you. They are currently hiring for multiple positions, including welding, electrical, and general assembly. Johnson Controls offers excellent benefits, medical, dental, vision, life insurance, 401k, health savings account, and paid holidays. Apply now at www.johnsoncontrols.com to join their winning team.
As we get set to kick off yet again, remember to kick off your future retirement by contacting Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396. Again, it'll be Aborn that'll kick off here for King City. Griffin back deep to receive. This one going to bounce at about the 22-yard line, and King City's going to recover the kick as the back line for Albany went to block as Caden Wainscott recovers it at the 22-yard line of Albany.
Yeah, that kick wasn't very deep. Somebody needed to either catch it or just fall on it there, and it just didn't happen. Nobody went and got the ball, and there's another extra possession here for King City. It's not quite a turnover, but it might as well be.
Carlson looking to pass, has some pressure, rolls out, throwing for the end zone. Potter brings it in. Only question was, did it get past the line of scrimmage? They say it was good. It's a touchdown pass from Carlson to Potter, their second connection of the night.
Yeah, nice job by Carlson there. Despite rolling out to the right, he could have got some yards for himself there, but keeps his eyes down the field, finds Potter wide open there. A little bit of a high throw, but nice athletic play there by Potter to go up there and catch that one for 6.
King City now leads 28-0, 3:50 still left to play here in the opening quarter. 2-point conversion upcoming for the Wildcats. Hand off to Metzger. and will make his way into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. King City now with a 30-0 lead here over Albany. Remember, you can score a touchdown too when you list your United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn Siddons.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why we work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Ready to check us out? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Shelter Agent and Phillips in Albany for a free personal protection review.
And welcome back out again here to King City. 30-0 Wildcats now with the lead. 3:50 left to play here in the opening quarter. Aborn sent to kick off again. Remember, kick off your future retirement by contacting Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396. Aborn again will kick off. This time, receiving it here will be Gavin Pickering, and he's going to be taken down across the 20-yard line, down at about the 24.
Yeah, Warriors find themselves really with their backs against the wall here early in the game, already down 30-0. With still 3 minutes and 47 seconds left to go in the first quarter. And they're just looking to get something going here on offense. They've been moving the ball at times, then they had the fumble, and then the last possession out, he just got stood up, got in a bad spot where they had to kind of get a big play there on fourth down, just couldn't quite get it. But now looking to complete a drive and get in the end zone here for their first score.
1st and 10 here for the Warriors from their own 23-yard line. Palmer hands this one. No, he keeps it himself on the read option. He's got some room here on the outside. Lets one tackler slide by, and he's got enough for a first down as he's taken down by Lucas Boone. Down at the 33-yard line, a gain of 10 on the quarterback keeper, that time by Palmer. Remember, keep your money moving towards retirement with Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396.
Once again, the defense completely sells out for the handoff from Mercer. Good fake there by Palmer to pull it back and pick up the first down with his legs.
Palmer will take the snap, and we're going to have our first penalty flag. A false start going to be called here against the Warriors. That'll put the Warriors back at their own 28-yard line. Remember, that penalty flag brought to you by San Phillips and Shelter Insurance, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty.
The Warriors have had a couple of close calls there in the backfield with maybe being able to be flagged, but for the backs taking off early, they haven't been flagged yet. There they got flagged, and that's doubly bad because you're putting yourself behind the chains, and the Warriors just they're not an explosive offense right now. It's just a fact, so you get yourself in a bad spot here.
On the 1st and 15, handoff goes to Mercer, and he's going to be stood up and pushed back after a short pickup back to the 29-yard line. Brings up a 2nd and 14.
Carry by number 10, Mercer. Gain of about a yard on the play. Brings up 2nd and 14.
Two receivers out wide to the right are going to be Jared Owens and Clayton Griffin. Mercer going to be behind his quarterback, Palmer. Fish in at tight end, as he'll be tight to the right here. Anthony will snap to his quarterback, Palmer. Hand off to Mercer. And he's going to be stopped after another just short pickup, a gain of about 2 on the play. Down to the 31-yard line. And it brings up a 3rd and 12.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about here. These short gains just won't cut it whenever you get yourself in a bad position of 1st and 15. Now the Warriors going to have to dial something up here on 3rd down and 12.
3rd and 12 from their own 31-yard line. This may be a spot where the Warriors maybe even look at punting the ball away. But if they do, they're going to have to give it over to a really explosive King City offense. It's already put up 30 points and still just a minute 30 left here in the opening quarter. Warriors are going to take their first Petty John Auto Center timeout. We'll be back as well when we come back in just a moment. Check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com.
In life, as in sports, there's nothing like a good coach to help you achieve your goals. Someone you can turn to for guidance, someone with a game plan to help you build up the financial strength you need for retirement, family security, and life. With a Prudential financial professional, that's what you get. Someone who can help you build a financial strategy. To get started, contact me, Nick Smith, the financial advisor with Prudential at 660-726-3396.
If you are in the market of buying or selling your home, farm, or hunting property, contact Tammy Wynn Siddons of United Country Nelson Real Estate. Tammy and the entire team of agents at United Country Nelson Real Estate in Gentry, Harrison, Mercer, Worth, and Davies counties can help you find the right property for your needs. Call Tammy Wynn Siddons today to buy or sell your property at 660-726-8104. Check out all of United Country Nelson Real Estate's current listings at nelsonsoldit.com. Albany has a 3rd and 12 coming out here after the Petty John Auto Center timeout. Palmer will take the snap, keeps it himself, and he's going to be hit down towards the 35-yard line. There on the stop. Finishing it was Colton Potter. So it'll be a 4th and 9 upcoming from their own 34-yard line. And the Warriors are going to have to make a decision of whether or not to punt this ball away or go for it on 4th and 9.
Down to 12 seconds on the play clock here, so Warriors going to have to get to the line quickly.
50 seconds left here in the opening quarter. 3 seconds left on the play clock. 2, 1. They get the snap off. Palmer looking to pass to Mercer, and it's batted down. Colton Potter knocks it down. It's a turnover on downs.
Yeah, the Warriors, they just didn't know how much time was left on the clock, and then that whole sequence was completely rushed there. And once again, the Wildcats take over on downs.
So King City takes over on the Albany 34-yard line, leading 30-0 with 35 seconds left here in the opening quarter. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Metzger with Carlson in the backfield. Carlson steps up, looking deep for Sample, and he'll bring it in for another Wildcat touchdown. This time from 34 yards away.
Touchdown, Wildcat.
Remember, you can score a touchdown too when you list your home United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn Siddons. 36-0, King City with the lead. 29 seconds still left to play here in the opening quarter. Wayne Scott rushes in before the snap. Flips back to Jundy on the reverse, and 2-point conversion is good. 38-0. King City has the lead here over Albany with 29 seconds still to play here in the opening quarter. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV. Kathy Sneed at Acres of Hope LLC in Albany, Missouri provides compassionate counseling and therapy to help you navigate life's challenges. Kathy specializes in trauma and PTSD, child and behavioral issues. Call Kathy at Acres of Hope at 660-285-4844. That's 660-285-4844. Acres of Hope LLC, because every journey deserves hope. And welcome back out again here to King City as Aborn again set to kick off for the Wildcats. Kick off your future retirement by contacting Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396. Aborn's kick is going to be recovered here by Gavin Pickering. Just past the 20-yard line, a flag flies late from across the field. That was a nice throw. Let's line up that umpire to be the quarterback.
Yeah, it had some air on it.
It's a 5-yard return out to the 25-yard line. We'll see what the penalty flag is. Be a face mask here against King City. And remember, That this penalty flag is brought to you by San Phillips and Shelter Insurance, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty.
Well, right now the Warriors will take all the free yards they can get. Probably one play left before the end of the first quarter, 24 seconds left. Again, they'll take all the free yards they can get as they're trying to mount a scoring drive here for the first time in this game.
Albany will have a 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line. And again, with just 24 seconds left, you figure if they keep the ball on the ground, this will be the final play. And a penalty flag again will fly. False start against the Warriors.
False start.
Remember, this penalty flag brought to you by San Phillips and Shelter Insurance, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty.
Brings up 1st and 15.
Well, the Warriors give those penalty yards, some of those penalty yards right back with a false start right out of the gate. And again, I'll say it again, they're just not in a position where they can be making silly mistakes. They just don't have any margin of error at all.
1st and 15 coming from the Warriors from their own 25-yard line. Zayden Palmer lined up wide to the right. Clayton Griffin and Jared Owens lined up wide to the left. And a timeout going to be called here by the Warriors to avoid the delay game penalty. We're back with more when we come back in a moment. Remember to check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com.
Hungry for real mouth-watering barbecue? Head on over to B&B Barbecue in Albany. From tender pulled pork and juicy brisket to ribs that fall right off the bone, every plate is packed with flavor you'll come back for again and again. And don't forget to try their amazing loaded fries, piled high with your favorite meat. They're a meal within themselves. Whether you're grabbing lunch with friends, taking dinner home for the family, or catering your next big event, B&B Barbecue has you covered. So skip the ordinary, taste the tradition at B&B Barbecue in Albany. Brighten any day with the Briar Patch in Albany, Missouri. From fresh flower bouquets and custom arrangements to charming home decor and unique gifts, the Briar Patch is something special for every occasion. Whether it's birthdays, weddings, anniversaries, or just because, the Briar Patch's friendly team makes it easy to find the perfect way to show you care. Stop by the Briar Patch in Albany, your hometown flower and gift shop, where small town charm blooms every day.
And welcome back out again here to King City. 23 seconds remain here in the opening quarter. Palmer hands this one off to Mercer, and he'll pick up a gain of about 5 back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll bring up a 2nd and 10.
Gets back to the original line of scrimmage, brings up 2nd and 10.
That will be, I believe, the final play here of the opening quarter. And we will be back to start the second quarter when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
East Fork Lodge in Albany, Missouri is pleased to announce the opening of its new rec center. It has 2 spacious suites, each equipped with 2 queen beds, a pull-out sofa, kitchenette, microwave fridge, and dining area. Guests have access to half-court basketball, pickleball, workout facilities, and a game room offering billiards, ping pong, air hockey, foosball, and shuffleboard. For details on the rec center, lodging, or the Legacy Event Center wedding venue, contact bookings at eastforklodge.com or visit our website at www.eastforklodge.com.
Looking for something fun and trendy? How about something to wear to cheer on your Warriors or the Chiefs? JC Designs in Albany has it all. JC Designs in Albany has something for you to wear to work, to the ball game, and even for a night on the town. JC Designs is located 1 block west of the square in downtown Albany, or you can check out their website at j-c-designsmo.myshopify.com.
And welcome back out again here to King City, where it's a 38-0 King City lead as we get ready to start second quarter action. It'll be a 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line here for the Warriors. So King City was able to put it on quick and early in the first quarter. See if the Warriors can sustain a drive here and get it back into King City territory for just the second time tonight. Wide out to the right is going to be Owens. Palmer will take the snap. Griffin to his right behind him is Elliott Mercer. Mercer takes the handoff, and he'll be stood up after about 1.5 yards carry on the play. There on the stop that time is Graham Metzger.
And this is the problem with those silly mistakes we talk about with the Warriors. It's 3rd and 8 right now. They didn't have that 5-yard penalty. It would be 3rd and 3. So it just completely changes your outlook on these 3rd down situations.
3rd and 8 upcoming here for the Warriors, as they trail the Wildcats 38-0. Danner motions to the left of his quarterback, Palmer. Taking the snap, fakes the handoff to Danner, and being hit in the backfield at the original line of scrimmage is Palmer. And it's a mix that time of Josiah Shellhorn and Graham Metzger on the stop.
Yeah, that time they go back to the play fake. It did not work, though, as the Wildcats keyed in on Palmer right away there. Wrapped him up before he could get anything going there on that run.
Brings up now a 4th and 10. King City will drop back Caden Wainscott as Elliott Mercer looks like he's going to punt the ball away here for the Warriors. Deep punt. Wainscott under it at his own 15-yard line. Trying to take it out to the far sideline. Gets away from one tackle. And another still on his feet as he's taken down across the 30-yard line.
Nice return there by Wainscott. Made a few guys miss. Sets up the Wildcats here in decent field position here. Just a few yards shy of midfield.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line here for King City. They lead 38-0 early in the second quarter. 10:29 left. Carlson will take the snap. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Hand off to Metzger. Gets away from a couple of tackles and shoves off another, still on his feet as he crosses midfield down to the Albany 29-yard line. That first down, again, brought to you by Smith Prudential Financial. Keep your money moving toward retirement with Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396. And it's a 1st and 10 here for King City on the Albany 29-yard line. Again, 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. Metzger again on the handoff. And he gets tripped up and taken down. It'll be close to another first down as he'll be down to the 18. It'll be a gain of 11. And that is going to be another first down here for King City. Remember, keep your money moving toward retirement with Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396, as that's another Smith Prudential Financial Services first down. And this time the handoff no good as Lucas Boone going to be hit in the backfield. It'll be a loss of about 3 yards back to the 21-yard line.
By number 10, Mercer.
Nice tackle there by Mercer. Wrapped Boone up down low around the legs. Boone tried to fight free, but just couldn't quite do it and brought down for a loss of yards.
2nd and 13 here for the Wildcats. Carlson will take the snap, looking to pass. Steps up in the pocket, looks for Potter. He'll bring in the pass, but he's going to be just short of the first down yard marker, down at the 10. It'll be a gain of 11, but brings up a 3rd and 2.
Nice pocket presence there by Carlson to just move up in the pocket there, deliver a nice hard pass there to his target. Make this 3rd and short.
3rd and 2 upcoming from the Albany 10-yard line here for King City. They lead 38-0 here early in the second quarter. Carlson keeps it himself on the read option, takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Yeah, again, just continues the theme here in this game. King City able to move the ball with ease. It doesn't really matter what they do or who they go to. They are moving the ball easily here on the Warrior defense.
You can score a touchdown, too, when you list your home United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn Siddons. 44-0, Wildcats lead. 8:37 still left to play here in the opening quarter. And the Wildcats will go for the 2-point conversion to try and extend this early lead. Carlson alone in the backfield. Looking to pass out to the right, finds Jax Jundy. 2-point conversion is good. And it is a 46-0 lead in favor of the Wildcats. We'll be back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
King City Lumber can help you with all of your building needs. Whether you need help with your garage, tool shed, something commercial, or farm and agricultural, the experts at King City Lumber can help you find tools and materials, help you get your job done quickly and cost efficiently. King City Lumber, where customer satisfaction is their primary goal. Visit King City Lumber today, where they look forward to serving you.
And welcome back out again here to King City. 46-0 Wildcats with the lead here over the Warriors with 8:37 still left to play here in the second quarter. Kenston Aborn again to kick off here for King City. Remember to kick off your future retirement by contacting Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396. Aborn set to kick off. We will see again Clayton Griffin back to receive the kick. Griffin back at his own 5, back at their own 17-yard line is Aiden Palmer and Gavin Pickering. Pickering will pick it up at his own 18, and he's going to be hit and stopped at the 27-yard line. So a gain of 9 there on the kickoff return by Gavin Pickering.
Warriors coming out for another drive here. Again, just trying to do anything they can to sustain a drive long enough to get into the end zone. So far, they've had some nice plays here and there, but not nearly enough to drive down the field and get in the end zone.
The last successful drive for the Warriors was their first drive of the game against Nottoway Valley last week Friday, which ended in a score from Elliott Mercer. Mercer gets the short carry as he'll pick up about a yard on the play. There on the stop is Josiah Shellhorn.
But down by number 7, Shellhorn brings up 2nd and 9 for the Warriors.
Second and 9 upcoming, facing Albany from their own 28-yard line. 8 minutes still left to play here in the opening half. Danner will motion to the right of his quarterback, Palmer. Danner gets the handoff. He's going to be hit in the backfield. It'll be a loss of about 3 yards on the play. Back to the 25.
Danner tackled for a loss by number 3, Morris for the Wildcats.
There's Tucker Mollis again on the stop for the Wildcats. Brings up now a 3rd and 12. And could make it a 3rd and 11 and call him down at the 26. Palmer takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Mercer, looking to pass. Nobody open, throws it up, finds his man. It's going to be caught along the far sideline at the 30-yard line. Making the catch is Carter Danner.
Well, kind of a dangerous pass there by Palmer. Was backing up there in the pocket and kind of
threw it off his back foot.
Threw it off his back foot. It was like a fadeaway shot in basketball. Was leaning back as he threw it. Danner was able to go up and get it here, make this 4th down a little bit more manageable. 4th down at about 7.
4th and 7 from their own 30. Warriors punted in about the same situation last drive. We'll see what they do again here. King City has not yet dropped anybody back to receive a kick. Warriors will go for it. Palmer looking deep for Jared Owens. And he's going to be knocked out of bounds right as the ball came. It was Ryder Sample that met the ball right at Jared Owens, and the pass will fall incomplete. And King City will take over on the Albany 30-yard line, leading 46-0 with 6:18 left to play here in the second quarter.
Yeah, you can't fault Albany there. It's 4th down and 7. They're just trying to do something to score. They haven't been able to stop King City at all on defense. They're just trying to make something happen there, but good defense by King City to not allow it.
Carlson takes the snap in the shotgun, looking to pass, rolling out to his right. He's going to keep it himself, and he's going to run out of bounds right near the original line of scrimmage. I'm going to say he loses a yard there on the play. As good pressure that time from the Warrior defensive front.
Carlson chased out of the pocket, runs out of bounds about a yard short of the original line of scrimmage.
Brings up now a second and 11 here for King City. Carlson in the shotgun, looking to pass again. Steps up in the pocket, looking, finds Ryder, Sample in stride, takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Touchdown, Wildcats.
You can score a touchdown, too, when you list your home United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn Siddons. 52-0, King City with the lead. 2-point conversion still to come. 6:06 still left to play here in the opening half of play. King City goes for the 2-point conversion attempt. Hand off to Metzger. And he's going to be taken down shy of the goal line. 2-point conversion fails. King City, though, still leads 52-0. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Looking to grow your future close to home? At Lone Star Investments in Albany, Missouri, Tanya is there to help you build lasting financial security. Whether you're planning for retirement, saving for college, or just getting started, Tanya offers personalized guidance every step of the way. Stop by Lone Star Investments today, where your goals are their priority. Because investing isn't just about money, it's about peace of mind. Lone Star Investments, Albany, Missouri. Secure your tomorrow starting today.
Kenston Aborn to kick off yet again. Remember to kick off your future retirement by contacting Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396. Clayton Griffin back deep at his own 5-yard line. Gavin Pickering, though, has returned the last couple. This one a little pooch kick, and Pickering will fall on it on his own 26-yard line. And that is where the Warriors will start their next drive.
Well, each time the Warriors come out on offense, you just keep waiting for them to be able to put together a drive here just to give them a little bit of confidence. You know that it's really got to be wearing on them. Like you said, they haven't been able to get in the end zone since the very first drive of the Nottoway Valley game last week.
Really haven't had a sustained drive since then. I mean,
yeah.
If they had, it ended up in a turnover last week. We're going to take a quick timeout, an officials water break timeout. We're going to take one as well. Check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com.
Whether you're hungry for a burger, steak, fish, Mexican, or fresh salad bar, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany has it all. Papa's also has daily lunch specials with the lunch buffet on Wednesdays. Make sure you leave room for dessert, though, because you shouldn't leave without trying some of Christie's homemade pies, cookies, or other goodies. For a delicious meal at a great price and an even better atmosphere, you have to head to Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany.
Albany has a 1st and 10 from their own 26-yard line, trailing 52-0, 6:05 left to play here in the second quarter. Palmer will take the snap. It goes a direct snap here to Mercer. And he's going to be hitting the backfield, a loss of 2 yards there on the play. There on the stop was Cooper Mooney.
Well, Warriors got a little creative there to try and just
trying to come up with something.
Yeah, just trying to find a way to get some yards here, but ends up being a loss of 2 there. But again, the Warriors are just trying different things here to try and move the football because it's been a struggle just to do that here in this game.
A 2nd and 12 from their own 24-yard line here for Albany. Palmer takes the snap, hand off to Mercer, loses the football, and King City says they have it. And they do at the original line of scrimmage, coming away with the football that time for King City, I believe, was the big man, Dawson Spiking. So a 1st and 10 here now for the King City Wildcats, again in Albany side of the field at the Albany 26-yard line, leading 52-0. 5:23 left to play here in the opening half of play. Carlson takes the snap, hand off to Metzger. Hit at the line of scrimmage and fights. Picks up maybe about a half a yard there on the play. I believe it was Porter Runnels was the first one there to kind of wrap him up.
Yeah, Runnels getting the start here in place of Shea Miller and did a nice job there to keep Metzger wrapped up. Didn't bring him down, but held on just long enough for some help to get there and bring Metzger down for no gain.
So a 2nd and 10 here for the Wildcats. Underneath 5 minutes now left to play here in the second quarter. Carlson flips it out to the left here to Metzger. And he's going to get tripped up by Jared Owens as he gets across the 25-yard line down to the 23. A gain of 3 on the carry that time for Metzger.
Gets up to the 23-yard line, or brings up 3rd and 6.
Third and 6 upcoming here for King City. A bad snap. Carlson taken down in the backfield there to pull him down for the Albany Hy-Vee sack. Here's Porter Runnels. Fill your grocery sack with all your tailgating favorites at your tailgate headquarters, your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Well, it's pretty much the first mistake that King City's made in this one. A bad snap goes through the legs of Carlson, and now 4th down and 18 for the Wildcats.
A 4th and 18 from the Albany 35-yard line. They need the Albany 17 for a first down. 3:25 left to play, and a timeout is going to be called here by King City as they're going to talk it over with a 4th and 18 upcoming. We'll be back after this Petty John Auto Center timeout. Check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com.
No job is too big or too small for the professionals at Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany. With over 100 years of combined experience with auto body, they offer the reliability and prompt service by using the latest in technology to get your vehicle back on the road. Raymond Smith Body Shop is also a complete wrecker service as well as glass repair and body work. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. They're prepared to get you in and out and back on the road. See them today on Highway 136 East in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop. They're there to serve you. Sublime Formal Wear is your homecoming, prom, and special occasion dress destination. Drop in Saturday 10 to 1 to browse their selection of short dresses or schedule a formal gown appointment.
Welcome back out again here to King City, 4th and 18. And it looks like they're going to bring in Gage Parsons to punt this one and pin Albany deep. Sorry, that's Potter. And he will punt this one into the end zone for a touchback. So Colton Potter will punt this one away, and it'll give Albany the football at their own 15-yard line. So a 1st and 10 from the 15. 52-0, King City leads here over Albany, with 3:20 left to play here in the second quarter. First and 10 for the Warriors. Jared Owens will line up wide out to the right. Looking to pass as Palmer sees pressure, throws it away, does not get back to the line of scrimmage. And it is going to be an intentional grounding.
That's loss of down and loss of yardage there. Just good pressure there by King City. And Palmer throws the ball away to try and avoid a sack, and it is just as good as a sack there with the loss of down and the penalty yardage.
Play counts, so bring up second down.
So they will put this one back at the 10. And it brings up a 2nd and 15 after the intentional grounding call. .3:14 left to play here in the second quarter. To the left of his quarterback, Palmer, is going to be Carter Danner. Danner gets the handoff and hit immediately as he picks up maybe about a short yard there on the play. I believe it was Lucas Boone on the stop.
Yeah, nice hit there by Boone.
Carry by number 18, Danner. Hit in the gut by number 5, Metzger. Gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 14.
So 3rd and 14 upcoming here for the Warriors from their own 11-yard line. As they're pinned deep here with time continuing to tick away. 2:40 left to play here in the second quarter. Warriors trailing 52-0. Palmer, read option, keeps it himself. Spins, and he's going to be knocked down as Ryder Sample finishes him off after a 2-yard pickup up to the 14-yard line. 3-yard pickup that time by Jace Palmer.
Number 7, Palmer on the carry.
Brings up another 4th down here for the Warriors, and they're pretty deep back in their own territory.
Yeah, this is a definite punt situation for the Warriors.
Yeah, 4th down and 14. Maybe if you were up past the 25 or 30-yard line, you might think about it, but 4th down and 12, you can't do it here, this part of the field.
On their own 14-yard line. Warriors again looking like they're waiting for time to kind of run down. Looks like they're going to take another Petty John Auto Center timeout with 1 second left on the play clock, and they do. That'll be their final Petty John Auto Center timeout. Check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. We're back with more in a moment.
Looking for fun the whole family will love? Come check out Wildcat Links in King City. With their golf simulator bay and friendly sports bar atmosphere, it's the perfect place to relax, play, and enjoy time together. And golfers, get ready. Wildcat Links' exciting 2-man scramble league tees off this November. Don't miss your chance to compete, have fun, and win bragging rights. For details and to sign up, just message Wildcat Links on Facebook today. That's Wildcat Links in King City, where fun is always on par. Thank you for watching this Albany TV broadcast. Make sure to leave a like and don't forget to turn on your notifications to never miss out on a broadcast like this one. If you want to be a part of our broadcast or have any comments about this broadcast, contact us by messaging us on Facebook. Thank you again for watching.
Warriors line up in a punt formation on 4th and 11 from their own 14-yard line. Elliott Mercer gets this one away. Caden Wainscott back to receive this. It bounces at the Albany 35 and takes an Albany bounce and rolls dead at the King City 37-yard line. That is where the Wildcats will take over.
Down at about the 37-yard line where the Wildcats will have it 1st and 10.
Well, there's enough time here for the Wildcats to run a few plays, especially if they take each play down to just a couple seconds left on the play clock. Probably got about 3 or 4 plays left.
Carlson in the backfield with Graham Metzger to his right. Hand off to Metzger. Is going to be tackled down as Jay Anthony wraps him up around the ankles after a short 1-yard pickup that time for Metzger.
Carry by number 5, Metzger. Gain of about a yard on the play. Brought down by number 44, Anthony for the Warriors.
Brings up now a 2nd and 9 here for King City. Clock continues to run down here in the second quarter. Underneath a minute now to 50 seconds left here in the second. 10 seconds left on the play clock as King City has to hurry up and get to the line. Carlson will take the snap. Hand off to Metzger. Jumps over one defender and is going to be taken down after he picks up a first down into Albany territory, down to the Albany 32-yard line.
Yeah, Metzger left the air there, got hit while he was in the air, and you got to be careful doing that in a blowout. The last thing you want to do is get yourself hurt in a game that you've got in hand.
Remember to keep your money moving toward retirement with Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396. First and 10 from the King City 32 here for the Wildcats. 20 seconds left here in the second quarter, leading 52-0. Hand off to Metzger. And hit by the defensive front there are the Warriors. There on the stop that time looked to be Elliott Mercer. So brings up now a 2nd and 10, and that will do it for the first half. We'll be back in just a moment. We'll let you know if this game is going to continue or if we'll have a second half when we come back in a moment.
The Albany Booster Club is a group of people who come together to make a better experience for the Albany R3 students. They try to help students in any way possible, whether it be on the court, on the mat, on the field, on the track, on the stage, or in the classroom. The Albany Booster Club, helping every Albany R3 student succeed in their field. The Albany Booster Club, joining together for the better of the Albany students.
And that is the ball game. It is a final score, 52-0. King City with the lead here over Albany. We'll be back with your BTC Bank post game and tonight's winner circle player of the game when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
Drips, leaks, or major plumbing problems? Don't stress. Call the longest family-owned business in Albany, Brown Plumbing. From quick fixes to full installations, Brown Plumbing has the experience and reliability you can count on. So when water's not where it should be, remember the name and number. Brown Plumbing, 660-726-5716. Brown Plumbing, quality you can trust right here at home. Looking for a place where the coffee's always hot and the welcome's always warm? Come on down to Deb's Dinky Diner in Albany. From hearty breakfast to home-style lunches, Deb's Dinky Diner serves up the comfort food you love. Whether you're fueling up for the day or winding down with friends, you'll always find a friendly face and a plate full of goodness. Stop by Deb's Dinky Diner in Albany, Missouri, where small-town charm meets big flavor. Whether you are meeting up with friends to shoot a game of pool, throw some darts, or maybe play some cards, Shadowfax in Albany has something for you. Shadowfax is your football game day headquarters with the game live on the big screen. Shadowfax is open 3 p.m. to 1:30 a.m. Monday through Saturday, and now open on Sundays during football season. So bring your friends on out to Shadowfax, just off of US 136 in Albany.
And welcome back out again here to King City. It is a final 52-0. King City comes away with the victory tonight here over Albany. Tonight's postgame is brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank, here for good. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats from the first half for King City through the air tonight. Landon Carlson, 6 for 6 tonight for 166 yards and 4 touchdowns. Receiving tonight, Colton Potter had 3 catches for 98 yards and 2 touchdowns. Ryder Sample, 2 catches, 65 yards, 2 touchdowns. Rushing the ball tonight, Graham Metzger, 8 carries for 76 yards. Ryder Sample, 1 carry for 22 yards and a touchdown. Carlson also 6 carries for 19 yards and 2 touchdowns. And his yards looks a little off because he did have where he got sacked on that botched snap late in the ball game. And then Lucas Boone, 1 carry for negative 3 yards. For the Warriors offensively tonight, passing, Jace Palmer 1 for 5 through the air for 4 yards. Receiving tonight, Carter Danner 1 catch for 4 yards. Rushing, Elliott Mercer 13 carries, held to just 36 yards. Also fumbled once. Jace Palmer 8 carries for 29 yards. Carter Danner 4 carries for negative 1 yard and a fumble. And Brett, for this game, it was a rough one from the start. You kind of called it. It was going to be, you said, look for Carlson to throw a deep pass here early on the first play of the game. You thought it was going to go to Ryder Sample. They ended up playing that where they were going to do what I had called, which was a screen pass to Sample, but they let Colton Potter out on a little post. He was wide open. Quick, early 65-yard touchdown really set the tempo of the game here for King City.
Yeah, it's happened enough now that teams know that, just straightforward here. The Warriors struggled to defend the pass, and so I thought that maybe with how good the skill position players are for King City, they might try and go deep on the first play and just set the tone for the rest of the game. That's what they did, and that's what happened. They set the tone for the rest of the game. They were able to move the ball freely. They could pretty much do whatever they wanted. Albany just could not have any success, even with Mercer. 13 carries for 36 yards, less than 3 yards per carry there. That's the best job that anyone's done on Mercer this year or even last year. So really a good job by the King City front in that regard, stopping Mercer.
And for tonight's Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North Player of the Game, Winner's Circle North in Albany has all of your trophies, awards, medals, plaques, everything else you might need for your next event or celebration. And we kind of had to talk up here who was going to be tonight's player of the game. It was a tough decision. For King City, you had a couple of options. Colton Potter, 3 catches, 98 yards, 2 touchdowns. Ryder Sample, 2 catches, 65 yards and a touchdown. Also a carry for 22 yards and a touchdown. And then passing, Landon Carlson, a perfect night, 6 for 6, 166 yards, 4 touchdowns. And then including his running ability, he added another 2 touchdowns on the ground off of 6 carries and 19 yards. And Brett, tonight I think we're kind of in unison with tonight's player of the game. It's going to go to the quarterback, Landon Carlson, as he finishes tonight with 6 total touchdowns.
Yeah, 6 total touchdowns. He threw 6 passes, had 158 yards, and then 6 of those completions were 4 of those completions were for touchdowns. So really good game for him, but it was a good game all around for King City. They are now 3-0 and looking to continue building that momentum. For Albany, they're back at home next week against St. Joe Christian. On paper, that one looks more winnable for them than this one was, but again, it's St. Joe Christian, not going to be a pushover. I don't think any of these games are going to be for the Warriors, so going to have a good week of practice. And the good news for me is they're back at home. Maybe they can get in front of a good home crowd and get some good things going back in their favor once again.
Yeah, also need to rest up. Did have 2 injuries coming into tonight's game on the defensive line, and Shane Miller and Dylan Anthony maybe see another week if they're back out in the field again for the Warriors. Again, I'd like to thank all of our sponsors, help you bring you tonight's broadcast tonight here on Albany TV. BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Center locations in Bethany and Albany, Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany, the Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, and the Albany Hy-Vee. Smith Insurance at Smith Prudential in Albany, along with United Country Nelson Real Estate and Auction Company, Agent Tammy Wynn Siddons in Albany. Shelter Insurance Agent Sam Phillips in Albany, Johnson Controls, the Briar Patch and Sublime Formal Wear, both on the west side of the square in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop, East Fork Lodge and Legacy Event Center, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany, Kathy Sneed with Acres of Hope LLC, JC Designs just off the square in Albany, B&B Barbecue in Albany, Lone Star Investments on the square in Albany, Shadowfax on 136 in Albany, King City Lumber in King City, and Wildcat Links in King City, Brown Plumbing of Albany, Deb's Dinky Diner in Albany, the City of Albany, Williams Construction, the Albany Booster Club, the Albany and King City School Districts, and the Printery News Shop are located in Albany. Again, for myself, Jared Roldas, and color analyst and cameraman for the evening, Brett Williams. So long and good night tonight as King City comes away with a 52-0 win tonight over Albany.